In this video, I'm playing Pokemon Brilliant Diamond as a fighting type gym leader. I must go around the world fighting every single gym leader of the region and proving that I can best them in a fair unfair Pokemon battle. I am not allowed to go above the level cap of their highest Pokemon, and I must fight them with the same amount of Pokemon as well, unless I use less, which is also allowed. Can we beat the game, as all might find out in this video? Oh, while me and my rival, the chicken, will be exploring the world. After being nosy, we get attacked by Starly and have to borrow a Pokemon from the briefcase. And of course, this is going to be our Pokemon for the journey, in which case I use Chimchar, since he does evolve into a fighting type. One tutorial later, we get our Pokeballs, and we go off to catch some Pokemon, in which I choose to catch Starly as our first Pokemon. On our way to Orenburg City, I find Barry, and we decide that it's time to duke it out for the first time, in which case he loses terribly. After we head to Route 207 to catch our first actual fighting type, a Marchup. So after catching Marchup, we head off to the Orenburg mines to find Rourke, so we can challenge him at his gym. After charging through his understudies, it's time to take on Rourke. This doesn't prove to be too difficult, because Marchup takes out his whole team, earning us the gym badge of the Orenburg City Gym. 2 goons later, we managed to evolve Chimchar into Monferno, and after evolving Starly to Staravia, I realized that Staraptor isn't a fighting type. Then we take out Team Galactic once more, and come face to face to the ultimate challenge of the Sinnoh region, Cynthia. And we make our way to Route 211 to collect our next partner, Meditite. Then we spend 3 hours looking in the underground for a mail route just for this to happen. So I grind for another hour and then encounter another mail route, this time with Monferno just in case, and luckily I managed to catch it. My next Pokemon I was going to try and catch was a Croagunk, which I found in this swamp area and caught with no problem at all. Then I make my way to Gardenia's gym, where it's time to play some hide and seek. Then after finding everybody in the gym, it's time to take on Gardenia. I have no issue with her Cherubi, take out her Turtwig neck. Although she puts up a good fight with her Roserade, we still manage to take her out in the end, thanks to Monferno's Flame Wheel. We head to the tower, taking out Team Galactic once more. Then we decide it's time to become gangsters. Through our journey, we come in contact with Cyrus, the leader of Team Galactic, and reunite with the chicken to have another rival battle, in which I win. Then we head to the fighting type gym to claim our rightful place as the fighting type gym leader of this dojo. We come to an amazing start with Monferno taking out both Meditite and Machoke out with just a few flamethrowers, but then she turns it around on us, bringing out her Lucario. No matter how badly I'd like to say we beat this thanks to our own strength, in the end we beat it thanks to the power of luck, taking out Lucario and earning us the gym badge. Next up, I discovered True Terror after finding out this gym had the same bloody level cap as the previous one. This meant I was totally screwed. And I only did win by luck and lots of potions. Boy, I could not get past that bloody Gyarados no matter what way I tried, except for potion in Meditite and attacking at constant pace. Next up was his Quagsire, which I thought I will soften up with a high jump kick with Meditite before it fainted. Next, sending out Machoke, we take advantage of his Mud Shot to reverse the attack with Revenge, causing double the damage, which was enough to take Quagsire out. Then comes the ace of this gym leader, Floatzel, who goes toilet on our Machop, taking him out. After losing everyone else, we send out Croagunk, the ace of my team for this gym. Making full advantage of his dry skin ability, we heal up every round nearly. Finally defeating Floatzel and evolving Machop into Machoke, we get the gym badge. And continue on our journey, finding this suspicious grunt, who we decide to let get away just so we can have a battle with our rival, the chicken, in which we don't have too much trouble beating. We locate the grunt, take him out, and then he runs off. Then we meet Cynthia, who asks us to deliver a charm to her grandmother and drug some ducks. We meet Cynthia's grandmother, who's been threatened by Cyrus about blowing up their town. We take out this grunt and have a very boring history lesson. We make our way to the ghost type gym leader. Finally, now that she's here, we can finally challenge her. We begin the battle with Meditite, taking full advantage of it being a psychic type, which does not go to plan. With less confidence, we go with Infernape, and after a very interesting battle between two evenly matched Pokemon, Infernape finishes it off with Flamethrower. Next up, we send out Krogunk, who after one failed Sucker Punch, we land one, wasting Gengar's Berry, and then apparently he has Dazzling Gleam, which practically screws us. One bad joke later, Gengar throws some chunks up at Infernape, but Infernape lives with the power of love, taking Gengar out with another Flamethrower. Then comes her ace, Mismagius. Now Infernape's quite low, so I decide to heal him up right away. With some epic dodging skills, we begin our epic evenly matched battle, which in the end we managed to pull through after handling that Dazzling Clean and taking it out with Flamethrower, finally earning us the gym badge. Then we make our way to where the Dawnstone is, evolve Kirlia into Gallade, have a mental breakdown, then we encounter Barry once more, in which case we take him out. The game introduces us to Riley, who after helping him take out two goons, he gives us a Riolu egg. And then
you spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby.
Until Riolu hatches. Shortly after, we enter the Steel-type gym, where it's time to take on Byron. He begins with Bronzor, which isn't really too difficult of a Pokemon to beat. We go with our newly evolved Gallade, gaining Sword Stance Power Boost. We use Drain Punch, and then I decide to switch to Krogunk. After enduring Flash Cannon, we take out Bronzor with Shadow Ball, and we go face to face with his Steelix. Unfortunately, we're outsped, and he lands an Earthquake, taking Krogunk out, and we intercept with Infernape. We go with Close Combat, which wasn't enough to take out the Steelix, and get taken out by Earthquake. We send Gallade back out, who manages to take out the rest of Byron's Pokemon with only a couple of Drain Punches, earning us our next gym badge. Next up, we plan our attack plan against Team Galactic and split up between the three lakes to go take Team Galactic down. One goon later, Krogunk evolves into Toxicroak, and then we go to take on Saturn, who doesn't pose too much of a threat and gets taken out quite easily. Then we go lend Dawn a hand at the other lakes, evolving Meditite to Medichan in the process. Then we have a rematch against Commander Man, who didn't take much to take out. After some training, I evolved Riolu into Lucario.
And after countless hours of searching trees and traveling the whole region multiple times a day, I finally find Heracross. This took me so long, I literally am crazy that I haven't caught it until during the Ice type gym leader. We make it to the Ice type gym and go ahead to challenge Candice. She begins with her Snover, and we begin with Lucario, our newly evolved Pokemon. We take Snover out with just one Drain Punch, and we do about the same against her Sneasel, which also did have a fighting type weakening Berry. Next up, she goes with her Medicham, which we try to take out with Drain Punch with no results and such. It takes us out with Brick Break. We counter by sending out Gallade, in which we power up her attack power with our Sword Stance, which she does the same with Bulk Up. After tanking an Ice Punch, we go for Night Slash, which it just barely survives. And then thanks to the power of love, we survive one Ice Punch, and then we get Frozen Solid, in which we both faint to the hell, causing a draw. Then comes her ace, a Bomber Snow. We counter with Toxicroak and go with Poison Jab, almost taking it out. It goes with Aurora Veil, only to be taken out by the next Poison Jab, defeating Candice and earning us the Icicle badge. We continue to the next lake where Barry has just lost to Jupiter. He has emotional breakdown. And then we go break into Team Galactic's headquarters and successfully save the 3 legendary Pokemon and set them free. After dropping off this ramp, we make our way to the top of Mount Coronet, where Cyrus decides to summon upright Dialga, as if it was nothing, really. As if it was nothing. Dialga's power spread throughout the region, and then it's up to me and Barry? Where did you come from? Spoiler alert, Barry was no help in this battle. We go face to face against Cyrus after beating Mars and Jupiter, which he goes down, and then we claim Dialga. And then it's finally time, the final gym badge of this region. Will we make it as the strongest gym leader of the Sinnoh region? Let's take out Voltner and become what we've been trying to become. He begins with Raichu, which we start off the battle with Heracross, the new Pokemon to our team and the final member. It will use Volt Switch on us and switch out into Ambipom. Unfortunately, I went with Throat Chop, not doing too much damage. After one fake out and a double hit, we are taken out and we send out Lucario. After enduring a double hit very well, we attack with Aura Sphere, which he weakens the damage taken with a berry. He heals up and we go for one more Aura Sphere. Taking it out this time, he sends his Raichu back out, and because we know that he's going to use Volt Switch again, we go with Drain Punch to at least heal up after our first battle. And we use Flash Cannon, landing a critical hit. We avoid Octazooka and finish off with Rock Slide. Out again comes Raichu, which goes with Volt Switch once again into Luxray. He's ace. We land Rock Slide on it, not dealing too much damage with another crit, and attempt Drain Punch, luckily dodging his attack and landing, healing up some more HP with another critical hit from Lucario. Thunderfang takes us out this time, and we send out our ace Infernape. We go with Mach Punch, which wasn't enough. He lands a Thunderfang, and we do one more Mach Punch, taking it out. He sends out Raichu for one final time, uses Surf, which Infernape survives thanks to the power of love once again. We use Flamethrower, taking it out, and now guys, here we are. The final gym badge, the top gym leader of the Sinnoh region, All Might. Earning our final gym badge, we know that there is one more challenge to face. The Elite Four. We begin our first battle against Aaron. He goes out with his Dustox at first, and we go with Heracross. We attack with Aerial Ace, and he uses Toxic. One more Aerial Ace finishes off Dustox. And next up he sends Vespiquen. We go one more Aerial Ace. He uses Aerial Ace as well, and then we get taken out by the poison. Next up I go with Lucario, and after avoiding our first Stone Edge, we endure Acrobatic and take it out with Stone Edge. He sends out Heracross, and we go with Meteor Mash. We dodge his Brick Break. We go Aura Sphere thinking we can take it out, which survives and then takes out Lucario. We go with Infernape next, in which case we go with Mach Punch, but he heals up with a full restore. And then we finish off with Flamethrower, defeating Heracross, and he sends out Beautifly. With no issues to follow, Flamethrower takes Beautifly out, and then comes his ace, Drapion. It uses Earthquake, taking out Infernape, and we send Medicham out. It uses Cross Poison, and we go with Drain Punch. Uses Night Slash again, taking out Medicham, and we send out Gallade. It goes with Cross Poison, and we finish it off with Drain Punch. Defeating Aaron, the first Elite Four member, we go on with confidence to fight the next challenge. Bertha. She sends out Quagsire, and we go with Medicham. We go Ice Punch, and she counters with Earthquake. Then we try Drain Punch, and she uses Toxic. We go with Psychic, leaving Quagsire very low, and he uses Recover. So we switch out to Heracross. Taking the whole team out with Heracross, we beat Bertha and head to the next Elite Four member. Our next battle versus Flint comes up, and he begins with his Rapidash. We start with Toxicroak. It uses Hypnosis, but luckily we dodge it and hit back with Drain Punch. After avoiding Hypnosis 1 second time, we take it out with Drain Punch, and he sends out his La Pony. It uses Fire Punch, and we use Drain Punch. After a couple of exchanges, Toxicroak takes out La Pony, and he brings out Steelix. We pull off one Drain Punch, but we get immediately taken out by Iron Tail. Next up we go with Infernate, and we finish it off with Flamethrower. Next up he sends out Drift Blim. We land one Flamethrower, and he uses Minimize. He uses Strength Sap, and we go with one more Flamethrower, and with Baton Pass, he switches into Infernape as well. He uses a Strength Enhanced Close Combat, taking out Infernate, and we send out Gallade. After finally landing Psycho Cut, he survives with 1 HP and takes out Gallade with Mach Punch. We send out Medicham, and we finally take him out with Psychic. He sends out Drift Blim, which uses Minimize and gets taken out by Ice Punch. Defeating Flint and heading to the final member of the Elite Four, Lucian. He starts off with Mr. Mime, and we start with Gallade. We go with Night Slash at first, and Mr. Mime uses Reflect. We go with Night Slash one more time, which doesn't do too much more damage, and he strikes back with Dazzling Clean. I go with Psycho Cut, which crits and defeats him. He sends out Alakazam. Alakazam uses Psychic, taking out Gallade, and we send out Toxicroak. We go with Sucker Punch, and Alakazam sets up Future Sight. One final Sucker Punch takes out Alakazam, and he sends out Girafarig. One more Sucker Punch, and Girafarig uses Psychic, almost taking us out if it wasn't for the power of love in this game. Future Sight attacks us as well, and we survive again thanks to the power of love, allowing us to land one Poison Jab, and then he takes us out with Psychic. We send out Infernate and finish Girafarig off with U-Turn, sending out Lucario, and he sends out Medicham. We start off with Dark Pulse, causing Medicham to flinch, and we strike once more with Meteor Mash. Medicham survives this just barely and lands one high jump kick. He full restores, and we use the same moves that we used against him before, taking him out. He sends out Bronzong, and Lucario uses Dark Pulse. Bronzong flinches, allowing us to attack one more time. This time he does not flinch and takes us out with Earthquake. So we send out Infernate and take him out with Flamethrower, allowing us to beat Lucian and head to the final challenge, Cynthia. She sends out her Spiritomb, and we go right with Lucario. We use Meteor Mash, and she goes with Shadow Ball, and she switches her Spiritomb and sends out her Lucario. We use Meteor Mash, she uses Aura Sphere, taking out our Lucario, and I send out Infernate. She hits us with Aura Sphere, and we use Flamethrower, taking out the Lucario. We switch to Heracross, and she sends out her Gastrodon. We use Bullet Seed, and she uses Rock Tomb. We use Bullet Seed again, taking out Gastrodon, and she sends out Spiritomb once again. We use Mega Horn, taking out the Spiritomb, and she sends out her Roserade. She uses Dazzling Clean, almost taking out Heracross, and we retaliate with an Aerial Ace. She uses Dazzling Clean again, taking out Heracross. I send out Infernate. She goes with Sludge Bomb, taking out Infernate. So I send out Toxicroak instead. She uses Shadow Ball, and in like any Touche moment, we use Shadow Ball as well, taking out Roserade, meaning it was time for her to send out Milotic. After 12 minutes of fighting this thing, we finally leave it at 1 HP, and then she dies to her own burn damage. Finally, after lots of insanity, this thing's gone down. Meaning that there's only one more boss battle left, her Garchomp. We use Sucker Punch, and it takes out Toxicroak with Earthquake. We choose Medicham next, and it uses Sword Stance. We use Ice Punch, wasting its Yock Berry. It uses Earthquake, and doesn't take us out thanks to the power of love. And then one more Ice Punch takes her out. Cynthia has finally lost. It was at the cost of Medicham, but because we still got Gallade standing in our inventory of Pokemon, we have done it and beaten her Garchomp. Cynthia is finished, guys. We are the Unova's fighting type champion, top gym leader of the Sinnoh region, and we have done it, guys. This was a very struggling challenge. It took me 36 hours to play this game and get Heracross and just complete it. Hope this was a good video. Hope you guys enjoy it. This is me beating Pokemon Brilliant Diamond as a fighting Dream Leader. Thanks for watching. Now guys, I'll be seeing you guys later.